We are so excited to have you here today, so let's get started. Who or what inspired you to pursue studies and a career in STEM?
So I would say, from a very early age, I was very good at math. Um, so I knew that I wanted to pursue something sort of along that lines that incorporated math. But I also knew that I didn't want to be sitting behind a desk all day. So I really felt that engineering sort of incorporated both sides of that, the, intelligence of math, while also, the challenge of being out in the field and doing that as well. So I think that's probably what drove me to that.
What obstacles did you encounter in your STEM field and how did you overcome them?
So I would say, as a woman in STEM, and specifically in oil and gas, it's a very male dominated field. So you're constantly feeling like an outsider, and you're pushed to do things that are sort of outside your comfort zone. But I think that's another part of STEM that I love is every day is a challenge, and you can really feel like you're making a difference because I am oftentimes the only woman in a room. So I would say one thing is commanding a presence when you're a minority. So a lot of times, for instance, when I'm out in the field, the guys will say, "Oh, no, 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 you don't have to carry this," or "Why don't you just go sit in your trailer and watch? A woman like you shouldn't be out here, getting all sweaty and dirty. You can just go hang out in the do truck wherever the air conditioning is." Um, and I would say you kind of have to tell them I want to be here and I'm willing to get dirty and do what it takes to learn. So um yeah, I would say that was probably the biggest challenge.
Your response perfectly leads us into our next question. What strengths have you found being a woman in STEM?
So I would say it's definitely taught me to sort of assert myself and, as I said, command the presence, but also to be confident in myself and my opinions. So, a lot of times when I was, in high school, maybe in middle school, I might not have raised my hand in class if I had a question because I kind of felt like, no one else has this question. I don't want to sound stupid. But I've learned that if I have the question, someone else probably does, someone else in the room. And also, if you're invited into the room and you're invited to sit at a table, you have the right to ask questions. And me asking the question doesn't make me look stupid if it is, quote unquote, a stupid question. It's just helping me further my career and hopefully learn. So, nothing to be ashamed of.
What advice would you give to young women interested in pursuing a STEM career?
So I would say to younger women that you don't always have to feel like you're the best at every subject STEM related. So, science, math, coding, all of that, you don't necessarily need to be the best one in the room. In fact, if you are the best one in the room, then you're probably in the wrong room. You should always feel challenged and push yourself outside your comfort zone. Um, but I would say, you have to be willing to commit to studying and working hard and understanding that, if it doesn't come to you naturally, that doesn't mean you can't be good at it. I call that the growth mindset. So, not believing that you're fixed at some intelligence level, that you can always be better. So, that was my advice.
And finally, what do you see for the future of women in STEM?
Looking ahead to the future, I hope we continue to shatter glass ceilings and do all of the things that, are male dominated right now. And I do see that changing a lot. I see a lot of women moving into the STEM field, and it's nice to see. And it's especially nice to have women mentors. I think that that's important too. So, going back to your last question, for young women, seek a mentor always. And, if you can, seek a female mentor. So, always give back to the generation below you, I guess would be before you.
Great. Thank you so much for taking the time to discuss your experiences in STEM.